All right, so we're on day 3 into the new year, and I was just thinking about this past year releases and music. I just finished doing a vote for the Grammys for like various categories, and with so much music coming out in a week's time, like 100,000 albums of artists and people we'll never hear from. I'm just curious as to like how much was missing from the list of top whatever, let alone what didn't make a Grammy nomination. You know what I mean? So it got me curious, and I started looking around to look at some of these top 20 lists for 2024. Like how much music was out there that probably wouldn't get the recognition, especially in rap. The battle overshadowed everything, which is only right. It was a big battle between top artists from the 2010s era. And I came across this Pace magazine list. Now, I'm not familiar with Pace magazine, and it's by Matt Mitchell and the Pace staff. I'm not familiar with Matt Mitchell either. But I saw some names on the list, and I was very curious. So it was posted December 28th, 2024. And this is their list of the top 20 best rap albums. So number 20 is Lil Simz, the Drop 7 EP. Lil Simz, dope MC, very creative, from the UK. I mean, I definitely have respect for her. I heard her songs. I've loved one of her videos. Videos very creative. When it comes to UK rap, I know everybody was on that UK drill. But Lil Simz, she's definitely fire. Glad to see her on this list, number 20. Number 19 is Previous Industries, Service Merchandise. Now, I'm not familiar with this at all. Previous Industries is an all-star rap group of Open Mike Eagle, who I've just got up on this year from his YouTube channel. Shout out to Open Mike Eagle. And he just did the whole Culture United thing with Justin and all of them, and Curtis King and all of them, and the whole crew. If y'all didn't check that out, y'all gotta check those out too. I enjoy those videos as well. Highlight songs of Braids, Pliers, or Showbiz. So I gotta check that out, because I'm not up on that. So don't be surprised if you hear some of that on Crucial Noise Radio. Number 18, Candace Weapon, Roller Coaster. Again, I'm not familiar. Canadian rapper and producer Candace Weapon's album Roller Coasters arrives in April via Monarch. I know that label. And the project features contributions from Austria, Joe, I don't know none of these guys. So I'm gonna check that out. It's on this list. Number 17 is Sexy Red and Sexy We Trust. She killed this year, big singles, to Get It Sexy. Even in the battle, the BBL Drizzy sample was used in one of her songs with Drake. She had a real big year. However, the album didn't do too good in the sales, but see, neither here nor there. They have that at number 17. Shout out to her. Shout out to Larry Jackson and Gamma 2 for Sexy Red. Number 16, they got Blade Co-Visions, or Blady. I don't know how to pronounce this guy's name. Pardon me. It's a Swedish rapper. Not familiar with a lot of European rap unless it's from UK or something, and that's my bad. But if it's on this list, it's probably worth listening to, so I'm open to check it out. So number 15, Ulysses, Revelator album. Ulysses purchased for making rap records in these cross-genre challenging portraits of chopped up, resistant, working class cityscapes. Revelator is an album about being a black New Yorker in a world where landlords and Zionists flip it, Blue Lives Matter toting flags wave in white suburban front yards, and cusses run amok, but joy lingers among the heroes. Okay. On Fat Possum Records. Alright, number 14, JPEG Mafia, I Lay Down My Life For You. So I know I'm familiar with JPEG Mafia. I heard some of his songs. I haven't heard this album, so I'm gonna check that out. Got a lot of features on this one. Vince Staples, Buzzy D, Denzel Curry. You know what I'm saying? Number 13, Chief Keef, Almighty Soul 2. I didn't even know Chief Keef was out. I thought he was like doing his thing and touring and living somewhere out in another country by now. You know what I mean? But Chief Keef is dropped one. He's number 13 on this list. Doechii, Alligator Bites, Never Heal. We know Doechii. Familiar with Doechii. Listened to that album several times, so I'm familiar with that. It's a little more mainstream or the major label backing, so of course I heard about it. Schoolboy Q, Blue Lips. I heard a lot about that one. That's number 11. I haven't listened to it. If you listen to it, let me know. Big fan of Schoolboy Q too, but I really didn't get around to listening to that album, so I'll probably rock with that this weekend. Number 10, Cavalier, Different Type Time. I don't know who Cavalier is. Another New York rapper. Been based out of New Orleans for most of his career. See, again, like I said, so much music coming out. Even guys from New York I never even heard of. I always ask people from New York, yo, who's popping, what's going on? And they're telling me about Cash Cobain and this one and that one. And I get it. Hip hop has changed, rap has changed, but I feel like these rappers they're mentioning is still following creativity in bars or just that energy. You know what I mean? That swag, that energy. I'm assuming. Of the ones I didn't heard, I'm assuming. So I will check that out. Doris, Ultimate Love Songs Collection. Again, don't know what that is. Number 9. Number 8, Kai, The Thief Next to Jesus. Big fan of Kai. I discovered him a little late, a couple of years ago. I rock with his stuff. Even though his delivery is mad calm and chill, I work out to his music, man. Love the bars, love the loops, the samples, the emotion. Rest in peace, Kai. He just passed 2024, and he's number 8 on this list. Kai, The Thief Next to Jesus. Shout out to Brownsville, Brooklyn. Definitely enjoyed this album, and I've been listening to like his whole catalog while I'm at the gym. Number 7, Angry Black Man, The Legend of ABM. The Legend of ABM is a punishing listen, if only because Angry Black Man, the Chicago duo of Quentin Branch and Brian Warren, pushed the boundaries of what a great rap record can sound like. I'm interested now. Number 6, Tyler, the Creator, Chromacopia. We all know about this one. Again, major push, major label push. Video concepts, crazy. It's energy, concepts, production. I mean, what more to say? He's number 6. Number 5 is Mike and Tony Seltzer. Album's called Pinball. I don't know. I only know Killer Mike. I just don't know Mike. No rapper has had a recent run quite like Mike, starting with Beware of the Monkey in 2022, making a brief stop at Faith is a Rock, his collaboration with The Alchemist and Wiki. Is this okay? I probably heard this verse on some when I'm listening to like DJ Missu. She plays a lot of boom bap on YouTube. Twitch. Shout out to DJ Missu. I probably heard a couple of his voice. Matter of fact, I did see his name here and there as features, so I'm not familiar with his album though, or his collab album. I don't know if this is a collab album, Mike and Tony Seltzer, but I'm gonna check it out. The album's called Pinball. Number 4, Makami, Rich Ass Haitian. I'm definitely familiar with Makami. Again, it's kind of late, just a few years ago, a little before Kai. I've been hearing about his stuff and his story, amazing story. Definitely enjoyed this album. And number 3, Rhapsody, Please Don't Cry. Another one, I definitely heard this one, definitely seen the videos. Big up to Rhapsody. She's been doing her thing, Jamla, you know what I mean? Ninth Wonder and the whole crew. Number 2, Kendrick Lamar, GNX. We all know that. I don't gotta say too much about that one. Really love the whole 80s feel. I really love the regional sound, bigging up the West Coast from the Bay to LA. A lot of 80s samples, 80s references, danceable, swagged out. Very enjoyed the album. I played this album probably 3 times in a row. Definitely feeling Kendrick's album. And number 1, Vince Staples' Dark Times. Again, I'm a big fan of Vince Staples. He's very smart. If you ever watch his interviews, he's very intelligent. I love this album too. I played this a couple of times. Very creative dude, very conceptual. And yeah, West Coast, West Coast, West Coast. There's a lot of West Coast at the top.
Too much West Coast dick licking.
Nah, I'm messing with y'all. You know what I mean? If you see my last video about Joey Badass and everybody's like attacking Kendrick in the West, you'll get the joke. Being a New Yorker. Shout out to Far Rock. Anyway, well, that's the list from Pace Magazine. What's up? Do y'all know any of these artists? Are you familiar with those albums? Anybody out there that's watched these videos, do y'all know about that? Please jump in the comments. Let's get this conversation going. In the meanwhile, I'm going to check this music out. And I'll see y'all soon. 1.